This AI, in fact, I think is even better than that. Well, not always. Some AI in this. I would say specifically the mini-boss and bosses have some slightly better AI. Enemy AI in this can be okay, but the fact that I say that is because of the freaking stealth mechanics in this game. The enemy AI is straight up stupid when it comes to that. Like, I can literally walk in front of a dude, walk around to his back, and he will not see me. Like, I threw the shuriken at the dog, and the dudes walked up to the dog's body, and I was able to get a death blow on one of the guys. I missed it, but I could have. Some AI is very dumb in all of the games. Like the dude on the ladder that I was telling you about. Where you... Do you not know where that key goes to? I thought you found that... that gate. There's a reason why you bought the key to begin with. Search, man. I don't want to tell you where to go. You have to search. Look around. I've been helping you along the way with item description, with certain items to help you in certain fights and whatnot, but that's the point of these games. Look. If you get stuck, then you can ask me. But go to where you haven't been to, or go to the last area the last current area you were at. I know where you're at. You've already beaten Yarnum, I take it. You've beaten Bloodstarved Beast, correct? Have you beat Bloodstarved Beast? What I'm trying to say is Old Yarnum is a optional area. By that I mean it's a dead end. You don't gotta be in Old Yarnum once you've beaten Bloodstarved Beast. If you haven't beaten him, I suggest you go look for him. I mean, I suggest if you haven't beaten him yet, go look for him. Because new things will open up once you've beaten him too. And I'm not telling you beat Bloodstarved Beast so you can progress. Because you don't need to beat him to progress at all. But there is an optional area that you can go to after you have beaten him as well. And then there's eventually other keys that will unlock other doors for you. But where you technically want to be right now is the Cathedral Ward. I'll give you that right now. If you have already beat Bloodstarved Beast, then go to the Cathedral Ward. If you haven't beaten him, I suggest go and finding him right now. He is currently the final boss, the last boss, the only boss rather. Actually, no, not true at all. He's the final boss or the main boss of Old Yarnum. There are two bosses nearby Old Yarnum. One of them is Bloodstarved Beast. The other is another boss that's part of a different area, but right by Old Yarnum. If you've been down to where Bloodstarved Beast is near, there's a gate that you can open. There's another boss there, but you won't be able to fight him until you get to another area later. But yeah, if you haven't fought Bloodstarved Beast, I suggest go looking for him. Have you fought that hunter you said you were having trouble with in Old Yarnum? Because he's near... yes, Cathedral Ward is where you want to be. If you want to progress the main game, yes. Like I said, the last area you were, progression-wise, is where you want to be. Just look. Just go look around. I just want you to experience the game that we all have. I don't want to be able to tell you where to go and then, you know, I don't like being told where to go. It ruins it for me. I want you to be able to experience it the way we all did. I don't want to kill a game for you. That's no fun to me. Says the guy who played the entire co-op playthrough with Zero's first playthrough. But that was his decision. I wanted to play the game with him. I got him a PS4 for that reason. But if he doesn't mind me telling him what to do, then that's fine. I still feel bad about it because he didn't get to experience that blind, but you know what? Nonetheless, it was a lot of fun. I still don't want to kill exactly where you're going. My bad, man. I'm sorry. I just don't like doing that to people. I'll give you that hint, though. Cathedral Ward is where you want to go. There's 3 ways in the Cathedral Ward you can go through. 2 of which are open, 1 of which is only unlocked after you beat Bloodstarved Beast. I will tell you that much. That's why I said there's 1 area that opens after beating Bloodstarved Beast. You can go back and fight him at any time. But I'm one of those guys who likes to fight every boss. But yeah, Cathedral Ward is where you want to go. The game is really not that hard to find where to go. Like, eventually you'll start walking around, eventually you'll start finding paths, and then eventually one of the paths will lead to a bunch of enemies and a dead end. Eventual dead ends, and then you'll find a path, and then eventually you'll find a boss. Just search everywhere. Everywhere you see. Every nook and cranny. That's how you find your way around. And one of the ways that you're looking for is basically a gate. A big gate. And that's the gate that you're looking for with that key you bought. And trust me, you'll thank me in the end, not telling you exactly where to go. At least I hope so. I also recommend getting Dark Souls a chance. If you're into Bloodborne, I recommend giving Dark Souls and well, I wouldn't say Neo. Neo's alright. It's good, but it's not as good as this or Dark Souls. I would recommend giving Dark Souls a chance as well. If you haven't already. It's not as... Bloodborne's a lot better, but it's still a great game. And then this game, I want to admit, this game might be better than Bloodborne. If not, then it's definitely equal footing. Okay, well there's 2 big gates. One that's closed by a device. That one you have to get to around the other side. There's another big gate that key you bought opens. There's 2 big gates. If you could find the way to the other side, basically you just found one side of progression. It also serves as a shortcut. But there's a way around every obstacle. Even that big gate that you bought the key for has a way around it. There's no way to get trapped in these games, and there's no way that it's going to force you to buy something. Well, some games may force you to get something to open it, but what I'm trying to say is that big key, that key you bought, you didn't have to. You could easily get around to it, but I always buy it just because I like to go right through it. I'm not going to sit there and... Unless I find my way around to the other gate first. But either way, there's a way around that big gate. And the locked gate. Just, you'll find it. I promise you. And I don't know every path without seeing it personally. That's why I can't really help you either myself. I can tell you which direction to directly go in for that big gate, but I don't wanna. I want you to enjoy the game. Zero, feel free to help him if you want. I'm not going to. I'm not trying to be an asshole. You'll find it. You will find it. I already told you, the Cathedral Ward is where you want to be. Hey, you already found one of the gates. You're in the right track. Trust me, it's not hard to miss. Alright, I'm just looking around for items at this point. I don't remember where to go. Well, I don't remember where to go all the way in Bloodborne either because I haven't played in a while. But I know where he needs to be. I just want people. I just want new guys to experience it. I don't want to be told where to go. That's my point. That's why I'm just trying to say it. It just makes me feel bad. I know he probably doesn't care, but that's just taking all the fun out of searching. That's just my opinion. Do I go down into a church? I don't know what church you're talking about. I do not know what church you are talking about. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Is there a bunch of gunners and axe dude? I don't know if you're that far down, but I think I may know what you're talking about. I don't know. I would have to see. Again, there's several dead ends. Several dead ends. But a lot of them yield items and fights. Good plenty of experience. That's the point of looking around. Fine. You'll know you're going the right way when you see a big staircase and a big-ass axe dude. There's a big-ass dude wielding an axe and a big staircase. That is it. I don't want to help you anymore. Sorry, man. You need... I never directly told Zero where to go. He followed me. We played the game together. I never once told him in any of his playthroughs of Dark Souls Blind directly where to go. He found everything else on his own from what he's played blind of. Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 is the only Dark Souls games that he's played with me. And that and somewhat Demon Souls. But I still didn't directly tell him where to go. Aside from, like, how to find me or whatever. You know, get to a spot that he needs to get the summon sign for or whatever. Bloodborne, I told him directly how to get the bell and what to get insight. That's about it. Everything else, he followed me or did it all himself. Like, for a fact, Dark Souls 1, he beaten on his own. He may have asked me help on a boss or something, but everything else was done by himself. That's just how I am. I'll give you tips on bosses, not that I'm great at bosses. And trust me, my tips are long-winded, so I suggest not asking me for tips. I'll give you exactly long-winded as tips on how to fight a boss, and... Huge-ass beast, and it led to Old Yarnum. Yeah, but you went down the way of Old Yarnum. You don't go down that way. You've already been there. You know to avoid that section. I said a big dude wielding an axe, not a beast. And a big staircase leading. And it's a big staircase, and it's leading up. Oh, that church. Okay, I didn't know what church you meant, because there's another technical shrine that you go into. But yeah, I know where you went. You went down that open coffin. Yeah, you want to avoid that area. You know to avoid that section. Come on, big guy. Ow! Timing. Ow! Timing. Ow. Timing. Damn it! My timing on these guys is even worse. Alright, fuck you then. Found him, good. Now there's two paths you can go from there. Follow them both. Go one way first. Fight all the enemies off. Figure out where it leads. Then go check the other. Get every item, figure out which side's the dead end. Once you found the dead end side, Then you know to avoid that area after you cleared it out, gotten every item. Yeah. I'm not gonna send you to that terrible dude today, buddy. I'll be sending you to your waifu.
Shinobi, I followed this. I thought since. Please for.
He said I'd find a cowardly wolf here. No sign of him, though. A broken and incompetent shinobi living in disgrace. I hope to see such a man for myself, but seems I'm out of luck. And if he truly cannot die, I'm sure I'll run into him at some point. Oh, you. Are you the wolf he spoke of? Look all that cowardly? That bad? Say you're a man. Let's see if it's true.
Ow. And I died. What the hell? Damn it. I can't see, dude. Move. Man, the freaking camera angle on him. This guy's not hard. It's just his camera angling for this fight. I'll come back. You hate the guy with the flamethrower thing. Oh, please. Why does everyone get hit by that? I mean, I was getting hit by it when we played. Only because I forgot all about him. Sidestep him. If you're talking about the weird dude with the hat, just sidestep his flamethrower. Just circle strafe around to his back and hit him. Those dudes with the hats, I don't know how good you are with gun parrying. The moment they start to move their stick, shoot them. Their parry timing is very, very big. The dudes with the flamethrowers and the lanterns, and then there's dudes with these pieces of wood with that looks like a, it's like a, I don't know, it's a weird it's like a weird tri-shaped stick that they hold. Those guys and the ones with the scythes, they're a bit tougher to parry, but they're still easier to parry. The ones that are the easiest to me are the ones with the canes. The ones with the lanterns that shoot out orbs, attack them. The ones with the flamethrower, sidestep to the back and hit them. And then the ones with the scythes, if you can't parry them, just attack them. The ones with the guns, just kill them immediately. The ones with the twigs, wait till they start to attack you, then shoot them. They're all very easy to kill. Just watch out with the guys with the sticks. They cause frenzy. Time for some pass. Let's see if we can beat that drunk. Let's see if I can learn the drunk. This is where we find our freaking adoptive father not dying. Fucking liar. Oh, this playthrough, I'm actually going to be fighting that fucker. Instead of betraying my lord and fighting Emma and Ishi and Ashina. Oh, I can technically go fight Genichiro Ashina right now, actually. That guy's fucking amazing. That fight is so fucking fun. You'll see me, if you see me fight him probably next stream or so, or in a few streams after that, you'll see me toss lightning back at this guy. Such a fun fight.
What happened? What year is what? The drought was.
Wait till you meet the psychodueling. Oh, fast guys. Those are the guys in the Chalice dungeons, right? I think they appear in like maybe a couple spots outside of that, but most of them are in the Chalice dungeons. Wait till you wait till you do the Chalice dungeons, the later ones. Wait till you see half the bosses the Chalice dungeons offer. Some of them are garbage and easy, but wait till you get, because it doesn't scale with New Game Plus. It just scales as you progress down them. Wait till you start encountering some of the bosses throughout the Chalice dungeons. Oh boy. The Defiled one specifically, if you can't get good, you will not beat the Defiled dungeon. That game, that Defiled dungeon literally made me perfect 2 bosses back to back. That's how much I fucking fought them. Yeah, those guys are rough. I'm not so great at some enemy parries. And I don't oftenly parry a lot of games. Dark Souls 1 I played... I'm surprised. Dark Souls 1 is pretty much the one I'm the best at parrying at. This game literally makes you parry, so... I gotta get good regardless. Ow. I mean, it doesn't make you parry, but a lot of the mechanics are based around it. Dark Souls, you don't have to parry a single time to win. It helps, but you don't have to. Man, these guys have a lot... Their parry bar increased a lot. If you're good at parrying, you can parry some bosses too, and I'm not good at that, but... Oh, man. You hate, torch dudes. This guy is annoying as shit! They're not hard, they just annoy me. Hello, dog. Oh, hello, dog. Oh, you don't want to attack? Okay, goodbye. Give me my treasure. I don't have, the Mibu breathing technique doesn't carry over. That's a shame. So boss-specific skills don't carry over. Wait a minute. Really? I don't know which ones. I don't know what window they'd be in. They're probably in one of those windows. Does that mean I don't have the other one that causes heals upon death blow? Because you get a one from a kill too, as well as a skill that you level. Or gain. That sucks. So I can't go underwater yet. Oh, man. I wish that would carry over. It's not a big deal. I mean, I don't need anything from you, technically. Yeah, you want to become a carp. Giant carp that will continue growing. I am very suspicious of you, sir. How does a dude become a carp? Frickin' games, man. Lore in these games are weird. If a dude says something, usually is gonna happen. This guy wants to become a carp. I think he may become a gigantic carp. I did see a gigantic freaking carp boss in the boss list. Seeing as I beat the game, I kinda still care, but I don't care as much. I avoided any sense of boss spoilers. I was just looking up yesterday to see if I can fight any optional bosses and the headless locations of things. And I don't care as much. I still cared, but I already know there is a giant carp boss. Not a big deal. I'll forget personally, and a lot of the bosses I already forgot. So it's still gonna be it's still gonna be a surprise. I already forgot their name and their look, so it'll still be blind. I still treat it as blind. Ow, ow. Stop. Okay. Oh, smart motherfucker. My God. Get down. Hear a cock. I hear a cock. Axe-wielding dick. Oh boy, I'm bad with multiple opponents. This torch dick has to go. Man. Alright, torch dead dick. Dead. Fucking god damn it. Alright, I gotta get better at those guys. They're annoying. Whoops, I'm not here to collect. Oh, whatever, I'll take it. Oh my. I was here to say I was gonna sit there and pop a balloon, but whatever. I can grind here at any time anyway. This is a good spot to. This is a good spot for early money farm. If you sit there and kill everybody and then run around, pop a balloon, and run around, collect all the money. It's a good spot to early money farm. You can also pop a balloon that gives you item drop too, and they give you a shit ton of shit. Right into it. Oh my. People know I'm here. Oh, this poor drunk fuck. Oh, this poor tinkling fool. That's kind of gross that I heard that, actually. Found this door, but it needs a password. Ah! That's a later area. Don't worry about that. There's a boss you need to fight to get in there. Good, you're going different directions. Eventually you're knocking out dead ends as of now. Dead ends for now. That door will become important later, so note that's location, because eventually you'll need to go there. But you're knocking out places. I'm sorry, man. I just want you to experience the game. Trust me. Like, I just don't like telling you. I just don't like hand-holding. Unless people really need it. And I know you don't.
I can hear you whispering in there. If you don't surrender peaceably now, you're gonna regret it later. Hey, can you hear me? Hey!
Like, you already got farther than a dude who I used to work with at Chick-fil-A. He sold me the game, and because of that, I gave it to another friend of mine. That copy of Bloodborne went to Kevin Davis. 0. A dude I worked with couldn't even... He told me he couldn't even get out of the beginning. I mean, I get it. The game's not for everybody. But it's not that hard once you get used to it. It's tough, but it's not a simple game, I mean, either. But trust me, like, the games we've played as kids were way harder. Like, classic Mario and classic Zelda, or classic Zelda? Well, I mean, I guess. Classic Mario and classic Mega Man are way harder than these games.
But if there's any offerings, we could give them to Lord Juzo. Enough! We don't take from boot. Please.
Maybe on its harder difficulties, but if you're playing on the easiest difficulty, not really. I mean, it has moments. There is a level that kills me all the time. And it's the second to last level. Be prepared, may kill me a few times, but it's still easier than the second to last level. I find the second to last Lion King level to be the hardest level in all of Lion King. However, Lion King is not as hard as people say, either. Maybe if you're playing on a harder difficulty, yes. That game is not easy by any stretch of imagination. It has some difficulty. But, honestly though, a lot of people saying it's hard for the sake of the fact that they want to have a tough stream, or, you know, whatever, it's not up there with a difficult game. I've beaten Toy Story, actually, as a kid. I don't remember how hard that game is. I remember the last level being tough, though, where you gotta fly around as Buzz and Woody and try to land on the car. I remember that being tough. But I've beaten that game as a kid. I've never beaten games like classic Mega Man or classic Mario. The only Mario game I've probably beaten, aside from the modern Mario games, is Super Mario Brothers. I've never beaten Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island. I've beaten Yoshi's Story, actually. I've never beaten Yoshi's Island. I've never beaten classic Mario 1, 2, or 3. I've played them enough, but I've never beaten them. Not that some of them are hard. I know some do get tough, but I've never beaten them. I remember when Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors, that, like, card RPG, not the Dragon Ball Z card game, but it's like a card RPG for the Game Boy. I remember that game being tough. But I beat it so many times because you actually get to use other characters. And I remember getting every character. That was a tough game at one point. Everyone has a different definition of hard, though. Playing a Zelda game on the GameCube. Well, there's quite a few of those. Depends. Twilight Princess or Wind Waker. I've beaten Wind Waker. I've never beaten Twilight Princess, only because my Wii was stolen when I was midway through that game. And I just never got around to playing it again. And I own it. I own the game. I just never got around to playing it again because of that reason. It really pissed me off. But Wind Waker is really actually not hard, if you're talking about that one. Yeah, Wind Waker. Wind Waker's not hard. I mean, again, I just stated that everyone has a different idea of difficulty. What game is maybe hard for me, may be easier for another. So I really shouldn't say that it's not hard, but yeah, no. In terms of difficulty, Wind Waker is not up there with what we're talking about. Stuff like Lion King and Toy Story, those games were way harder. Mario, Wind Waker is not up there with that. Classic Mega Man, by any imagination, is one of the tougher games I've played, too. That game is fucking... ugh.
good sir. Well, keep your eye. Well, I was. It was that's. Hey, good sir. Well, it was that's.
I mean, they're all hard to beat. I've never beaten a single one of them. I've beaten the Game Boy re-release of, I think, Mega Man 1 or whatever with cheats. And even then, Dr. Wily was, like, a pain in the ass. But yeah, no. Those games are hard. Mega Man X3, I think, was my hardest Mega Man X game. For some reason. I don't know why. But I've beaten up to 5. Mega Man X5, that is. Those games can get tough, but they're not as hard as the classic Mega Man.
You.
Yes.
Well, looks like I'm not going to be hurting these guys. Oh, actually, if they let themselves open like that, I can. Never fought these guys without breaking their shield. Ow! Man, without breaking their shield, they're annoying. Well, I don't have the means of doing that, because I ran out. Take care, dude. Enjoy your shower. I hope I didn't sound like too much of a dick. I just want him to experience the game. That's so hard, so wrong. I can easily tell him where to go to an extent, but I just want him to enjoy the game. I'll never outright tell anybody about a game unless they're literally stuck. And I know he's not stuck. That's why when I first played the games with you, I literally asked you, do you want to play the game blind or do you really want to play with me? You gave me your choice. You said you wanted to play with me. I gave you the option. I wanted you to play blind. But, I mean, you were still blind, but you were with me. But I even asked you. Yeah, Dark Souls 1 for me was the hardest to figure out. That's why I quit for a year when I got lost. And I ended up in the skeletons, thought that was the right way. I wasn't even technically lost. I just got frustrated by the skeletons. It wasn't until I came back that I found the correct path. So technically I wasn't lost, but there was a lot of times where I was confused in those games. Like, getting through the freaking, the depths with Gaping Dragon took me a while. Getting through Blighttown took me a while. Getting through the Duke's Archives took me a while. Those areas are very confusing. Damn. Another spear dick. This guy's not that difficult, though. When he has help, he might be. Alright, alright. Damn it, all that money that everyone has on them. I don't care, I don't need it. I can come back and grind at my own time. I was gonna go back and collect all that. Damn, that's a lot of money lost. Motherfucker. Ow! God dang it, I hate that duel. That double smack that he does. That smack and then the dual slash. That's where he gets me. Dick. Two opportunities there, missed. Dang it. Hello. Trying to just get better at them. Trying to get better at their timing. I'll eventually go around collecting all this shit. Excuse you? Do I need to sober you up, sir? You're all shiny. Okay, I think I got everything. I remember when I fought this guy, because I went to the other area with the drunk. I came back, and this guy, I did so much damage to this guy, I didn't even care about the damage he was doing to me, because it was so weak. Ow! This is one of the easier spearmen, keep in mind. Ah, that was mistimed. Ah, fuck. Blah. Easier mini boss, but dead. Alright. That quick sword slash gets me every time. Ow. So you get back there. You, damn it. I didn't block it at the right time. My timing for these guys is off. Oh no, I poisoned myself. That's the wrong medicine. Damn it. Yeah, I just poisoned myself. That was a waste of an item. And waste of 3 items? That was a waste of 2 items. There we go. Contact medicine makes it so you can't be poisoned by other poison. I mean, it's either be poisoned by something else or be poisoned by yourself, so you can prevent poison. It's kind of dumb, regardless of that fact. It's a good idea, I guess, but there's really not a lot of poison in this game. There's not an entire poison area. There is enemies that cause poison. It might be good for them, but I'd rather not have poison slowly killing me from an item I used on top of his already decent damage. You're a liar, owl.
Father, I must know. This is the king of goodness.
You're not dying. You come back and become a dick at the end. You forsake the master, and then give me an option to go down the path of Shura. I don't know when he fell to that path, for that matter. But that's him right there. Fucking dick. I have forsaken my master. God, doing that is so fun. The guarding in this game is so amazingly fun. This combat is a beautiful thing. I don't know how to do this. Wah! I don't really care to seem to use. I don't really care about monk skills. I just wanted the monk skills that give you more money and drops, and the monk skill that makes your candy buffs last longer. That's the only thing I seem to care about that skill tree. Other than that, the attacks, not so much. I haven't even used a single one of them, and I don't really care about that. I want my increased money. So... Oh my god. Oh my god, my parry timing for these guys. My god, parry! Come on, man. Thank you, give me one of them at least. My parry timing is so bad with these guys. The axe, specifically. I've gotten a lot better. And regardless of the enemy, I will still try to learn and see if I can learn their parries. Even if it's a boss or mini-boss, I want to see if I can learn to parry. Which is why I decided to not Shinobi Deathblow that spear asshole. And I've actually had a fucking fun fight fighting him. And I've learned him. There's going to be times where, yeah, I'm still going to fuck up. But I'm starting to learn their attacks. And I know the attacks. For the axe guys and some of these guys, I know their attacks. It's just I'm bad at it. I'm bad at wind-ups and spears. Those are like my least worst things. This guy's like curved sword. I'm not so great at it. Also, the timing is a bit off too. Because if your timing isn't perfect, it'll go through you and hit you, which is why even though you see me guard, sometimes I'll still take damage. Because my blocks aren't perfect. When you have a perfect guard, it literally does not hurt you at all. And I'm trying to get better at that. Sometimes I just, especially with multiple opponents, I start freaking guard dancing. I'm trying. So this is Juzo the Drunk. I don't want to risk having your friends join in this battle, so you can go fuck yourself. See, I can easily just go ham on these guys. These guys used to murder me in the beginning. So much so that I was nearly mastered. Because of that, because of all the kills that they did, I nearly mastered the first combat, the entire of the original combat tree. The first one that you go to when you go to acquire skills. I nearly had that almost maxed because of all the deaths I've suffered. I massed so many of them, and I nearly maxed out the entirety of that tree. Hi, Jews. Ow. Don't burn me, please. Give my health back, please. There you go. You remember this guy? I fought his brother in the forest. Yeah, the skill tree is really nice. I like it. I fought that dude with the curved sword. His name is something Glutton. This is basically the original. You saw me fight him before when I was in the beginning. But yeah, the guy in the forest is basically just this guy as a reskin. The different name. This guy is very powerful because he's a sumo wrestler, drunk fuck. Alright, buddy. Thank you, Axe. Damn it. Ow. 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 That damage. Damn it! I was trying to guard. Fuck! Yeah, not bad. Well, that's where that's gonna end. I'm gonna end this stream for the night. It's 10 o'clock. I am very tired. I haven't had much sleep in the past couple days. I'm gonna get off for the night. Tomorrow we'll be back on with some Bloodborne or Sekiro. Have a good night, everybody. I need to get sleep. I had another trainee the past couple days, so I'm hoping he gets off on a good note. I'm hoping I'm doing well. And, I mean, I know I'm doing well at work. Some days I have my bad days, but it's just today. My boss said something to somebody, and it just kind of bothered me. He told another guy who does it. He does my work, and he said someone competent, and I was like, oh, that makes me feel like I'm not competent. So that's been bothering me all day, and I'm just kind of gonna go dwell on it now. I just feel like some days that I don't do well, that I just... Someone says one thing and it just hurts you. I feel like I'm not competent. I don't know. But I need to get off. I mean, I don't know if it's my mistakes. I just feel like you know, the person he said that to is the only one who just gets good numbers constantly, and when he said that, it just feels like I don't do my job or do a great job. Just hurts. I know all the new guys may piss him off. I just hope I'm not one of them. I hope he can still count on me like he has been. I know there's times where my numbers are bad. Like I saw my numbers from the 10th and I only had 114. But some days are just better than others, and I'm trying my damnedest. Because I know today he was complaining about people being stupid or whatever. People were getting on his nerves for the dumbest things or whatever. I just hope I'm not one of them. I know he didn't mean it like that in that regard. It's just the way he said it to the guy. He's like, oh, finally, someone competent. And I was right there. And I know he didn't really mean it in that regard. I just felt it was a low blow to me. It's my fault that I get hurt easily. I'm just hoping that the training I do is good enough. I hope these guys aren't as incompetent because of my terrible training. But I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go get some rest. Take care, everybody. Feel free to message me, call me, talk to me, whatever you need. Zero, I'm here.